The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the big...
By a man, and now he's in the clear. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 14. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field, just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Like the 18. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. 65, Cat, 65.
Putting a receiver in motion. The give here on 2nd. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
16 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, they'll run. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Reek Woolen. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go! 70 Timberwolf. 60 by 60.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Ready up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Running it after the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's on the move. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Williams throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19, Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Warriors, 70. And up.
On play action now, McCarthy. He lofts it deep left. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They send a man in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw by Williams. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down, Williams. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Williams from the gun. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Falcons now lead by 10. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going again on second, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the pistol, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Falcons likely looking at a field goal try. 4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. Man in motion here.
19 tight.
On 4th down, it's Williams. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Cut out left. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Complete out to the right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here we go.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Here we go. Set. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 70 rings. 70 rings. 19 Lions. Okay. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Finds his man over the middle. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Warriors 70.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Come on, set. Riggs.
They've got a man in motion.
Cut right side. Cut. Smash, smash. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The kick by Shudak is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. This is taken in at the 13. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown Dallas. Shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. And the Cowboys bring on their offense as they'll try to tack on 2 more. He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, we certainly got an exciting opening to our half with that return. And a little more excitement as they go for 2, but they come up short.
Yeah, nice for this defense after getting hit in the mouth on the return to step up and rise to the occasion. Not the way that anybody on that side wanted to come out of the locker room, but denying them the 2 points at least stabilizes things a bit. And that gives their offense a chance to answer in a moment.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. This ball's cut by Bowers. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away. He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense and try and protect it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Working quickly here. Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete here to Bowers. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now. McCarthy throwing here. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Ready up.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Ready.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 back, 60 back. Ready.
A give now from the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Take go.
Back to the well again. And they take him down right along the 30. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
Now McCarthy. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Ready, ready.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Pioneer. Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys now trail by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Williams to throw on first. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Another one for Gibbs. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense up to the line fast. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Williams from the gun. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw, Williams. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Falcons going for the win here. Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Setting up to pass. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Mitchell will go in motion right. Here he is to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here he is to throw. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
60 Eagle, go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back-to-back carries here. There's a big hole left. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second.
Here we go.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Well, they waited right until the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. Set.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick is good. He got it. And their season has one more game as he sends them to the Super Bowl. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
on some chill. We go 0 to 100.